Welcome to Suncoast View. I'm Stephanie Roberts. Rumors continue to swirl about Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, but one person says don't blame her. We'll discuss.
I'm Candace McAlia, development trends expert, and today I brought a good friend with me. We'll play a fun game with a very familiar public figure.
I'm Bobette, and today we're going to learn how to Zentangle. I have no idea what that is, so I guess we'll both learn together.
And I'm Linda Carson. Our lives today are cataloged on social media, but that can be both helpful and harmful in schools. An educator and a student are here to discuss. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show and welcome back to Candace McAlia. Great to have you with us.
Thank you. Thanks, ladies. I'm happy to be here.
It is the first day of fall.
Yay.
Can't we all tell?
And it's like 120 degrees out.
Probably closer to 90, but it feels like 120. That is for
And it's
sure.
still so humid.
I know. We're still a few weeks away. When I play meteorologist again, that first cold front usually comes about the second week in October on average. So
I was looking, November 1st would be the first time it was into the low 80s.
yeah, for average high temperatures, you were exactly right. But October's kind of the transition for us. And
We'll
we're
be
a couple of
complaining
weeks away.
soon that it's too cold.
You know what, and I have no
enjoy
patience
it.
for that when you do that, any of you people. You have to pick one or the other to complain about. You can't complain about both, so.
I just want to wear my boots.
I know, I understand, a fall wardrobe. Well, we still have some great summer produce on hand, and we can tell that as we head to the kitchen today. We welcome back Chef Carlos from the Rosemary, some gorgeous looking fruit on display. What are we making today?
Thank you, Stephanie. Ladies, we're gonna have a stir-fry vegetables with sea bass, and I'm gonna crust it with Thai basil. It's gonna be a really, really nice dish.
It sounds like it.
Sea bass is one of my secret favorites because you're not kind of supposed to admit you like that, right? Isn't that?
Yeah, because they're endangered or something.
Something that makes me feel bad when I hear it, but I will tell you that it is one of my favorite fish, so we will enjoy that. Hey, some great news to report from the Giving Challenge. More than 500 nonprofits and organizations across the Suncoast were able to get a big financial boost thanks to the Giving Challenge. I think it's just amazing how the Suncoast comes together for things like this. The grand total will blow your socks off. $13.39 million raised. Here are some of the top winners. Cat Depot coming in at $104,000. Honor Animal Rescue coming in at over $100,000. So the two animal groups doing very, very well in first and second place. And in third place, Waldenstrom's Foundation. It helps people with a rare form of cancer with $96,000. So neat that there's something like the Patterson Foundation to do matching.
Oh, yes, we took advantage of that. I'm on the board for the Circus Arts Conservatory, so everybody in my house had to donate, and some of them had never donated before, so that really added up.
Right, because then it gets tripled for new donations, doubled for existing donations.
Yeah.
It's a really neat event. It is. So if you didn't get to participate this year, it will be back next year, and we will be reminding you.
And you know what? You can still donate to these organizations even if you missed the Giving Challenge.
Yes.
Just donate to them directly if you want to do that.
Definitely. All right, it is time for our first hot topic. And the Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie divorce battle continues to heat up the headlines. But one woman wants to make it crystal clear she had nothing to do with it. Actress Marianne Cotillard broke her silence on Instagram, saying, "Don't blame her. She was not a third party involved with that Pitt-Jolie split." Cotillard stars with Pitt in the upcoming spy drama Allied and said she has been unfairly swept up in a melee of rumors about the cause of their divorce. She then announced that she and her partner since 2007 are expecting their second child together. How mad would you be to get thrown into the story just because you are a co-star of his upcoming movie?
Well, he has a history of that, so...
Well, I guess one makes a history, but we all have partners at work. I mean, you know, as a news anchor on the desk, my co-anchor is my work husband.
Your work wife.
So of course you have a bond and a closeness. That doesn't mean I'm sleeping with them.
Sometimes it does.
Sometimes.
I didn't want to say that.
For the record, I'm not.
You're going to have
52
a fun
years,
time
I'd have a lot of
tonight.
partners.
Thank you for
I
that,
think what
ladies.
it is, yeah, you're going to have fun time with your husband tonight. Anyway, but I think it's because, you know, you don't have some of the tensions that you have at home, so you can still be friends with your partner or coworker, so you guys develop a good bond. But for her, I just feel bad for her. He just has a history of that because he is you know?
Yeah, and cheating is not the only thing that breaks up marriages.
Right.
Lifestyle can be even worse.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Parenting
absolutely.
style. There's been a lot of rumors
huge,
today about his parenting style and also having some anger and substance problems and that getting involved
All
in
these
parenting.
things, I mean, they've been married for what, 10 years?
No, that's the
Two.
thing. They've only been
Right.
married 2. They've been together 12.
Yeah.
So Linda, come on,
Well,
dish
and
out
the
your
kids
advice.
back.
What do you always say?
That's how it works. You date forever, and then as soon as you get married, the person changes, and now you're living with a crazy person, and then you have to get a divorce.
That's why Linda always says.
Changed that much in the last 2 years.
Do it.
He's been with these kids their whole life. But I do know that some people can be very bombastic and very frightening to young children when they're disciplined.
Well, and they have a teenager. That may make them crazy right there.
I say this again, but I really don't think she has a right to do this. I mean, I don't want to be mean, but I feel like she just has to deal with it.
I disagree with you, but Candace, let me introduce you to one of the funnier things Bobeth has ever said, and I found it a little surprising. Here is divorce and marriage a la Bobeth. Let's check it out.
Okay, so I have 2 points on this. The first I probably shouldn't say, but I'm going to say it anyway. When you take a lady's husband, you have to keep him. You cannot give him back 10, 11 years later. You have to keep that man.
Agreed.
You broke up a marriage, so you need to keep him. Good, bad, and indifferent. So that's my first problem with the whole thing.
Jennifer Aniston is not going to take him back.
She has to keep him even if he's being a kid?
She has to keep him. That is what you get. When you think the grass is greener, you have to take what comes with it. She cannot give him back because she changes her mind. You know, you already broke up someone else's life, ruined, someone else's life, and now here you are, oh, I don't want him anymore. You don't have the right to do that.
But you know what? I do think in so many of these cases when there's cheating involved, which there wasn't supposedly in this case, but too many people only blame the woman.
Yes.
And it's the guy's fault too. I mean, just as much. So, a lot of this pressure is going on, her, and even for taking him away from Jennifer Aniston originally. I mean, it was him too.
Yes, it was him. You can't, a man is a human being.
I
He
get
made
it.
his own decision.
Yeah.
I hear you, but you can convince men to do a lot of things.
They're swayed in different ways.
All
All right, before another Bobeth life lesson comes out, I'm moving on.
Keep talking about it.
All right, well, speaking of movies and movie stars, a sexy new trailer is out. It has set a new record for the most views in 24 hours. Let's check it out and see if you recognize it.
Intrigued.
People are excited, perhaps in more ways than one, about 50 Shades Darker. The steamy sequel racked in 114 million views in 24 hours across digital platforms. Here's what cracks me up. That is more than the release of the Star Wars Force Awakens trailer. So apparently sexy movies are more appealing than Star Wars geek movies. I don't know.
I haven't read this one, but 50 Shades of Grey is actually about abuse. I mean, the guy is actually abusing her. We should not teach young girls to let him hurt you because, oh, he might marry you.
It's dominatrix.
And then you're
Yeah,
stuck with him.
now it's not quite abuse. It's maybe dominatrix.
If it hurts, it's abuse.
It's a certain style of pleasure, let's just put it that way. I'm going to rescue you. Candace,
Here, thanks. I'll rescue you, put it on
Candace,
you.
did you see the first movie?
No, but I did read all the books.
I did too.
And
too.
I just really honestly haven't gotten around to see the movie. I always wanted to see it, but I just didn't. But I loved the books. I didn't really think she was being abused. Let's just say that.
Okay, I got to pick on Candace here. Because I read them all too, so you're in good company here. Did you read them openly, or did you like kind of hide them?
I read them openly. My husband knew I was reading them, and the only time I was a little kind of hiding it was on an airplane. Look at you. So you're sort of like looking at the people looking at you.
My favorite moms read the books on the soccer field, like waiting for kids to practice, just
great.
owning it right up there.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is hysterical.
I
joy
did go
of adult
right through
children.
them, though. I mean, I whizzed right through those books. Like
They're a quick read.
They're quick
The
read.
first
They
movie
were
was
good.
terrible.
Yeah.
I saw the movie.
That's
It was
why,
terrible.
that's why I'm
heard.
confused, because I remember the reviews for the movie was really bad. So
Yeah.
how come everyone is so interested
Because
in
it's
the
sex.
sequel?
Right.
Because it's sex and we can see it.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of sex.
It's close to porn, but it's not porn, so you don't feel bad about it.
I was going
Right.
to say, they have channels that you could just order.
Well, then you feel bad about that, I guess.
Yeah, this
so.
is allowable. It's
Well, it
not,
comes out Valentine's Day. I won't see it in the theaters, but I'm sure I'll rent it at some point.
Okay,
And
good.
then I'll tell you what I think. Just let you know. At least I owned it. College costs are skyrocketing, no doubt. 1.3 million students graduate with loan debt. So listen to this marketing plan. If you graduate from Keystone College in Pennsylvania and your post-grad job pays less than $40,000 a year, the college will pay some or all of your student loans depending on your salary.
Wow.
The college also has a
Great.
program that says if graduates don't get a job or into grad school within 6 months, they can take additional classes for free. All right, Bo Beth, I know you'll appreciate this. News reporters make nothing when they
Oh,
graduate
my
from
God.
college.
That's
Based on
true.
that 40 grand
That's
plan,
true.
they'd have
That
been
would've
paying.
been good.
I made
Absolutely.
15 grand out of college.
14 was my
but
first
I was
job.
on TV, you know, and
Yeah?
I was famous in the town, little town I lived in, right?
Yep.
15 grand.
And loans, I mean, I could barely buy
Yeah,
shoes,
right.
much less loans
Yeah.
in
Right.
those first couple years.
When I was in Great Falls, I tried to apply for assistance. And they were like, "No, you're on TV." I'm like, "But I don't make any money."
Right.
Please.
Exactly.
And when
wanna
you take out
eat.
the loan, they should show you what people in that category that you're heading for make.
Right.
Because kids have an idea that they're going
That's
to make
true.
maybe 150 when
That's
they got
Yeah,
out
you
of
get
That's
school.
a good
confused.
point,
You
yeah.
really get confused because when you think you graduate, you feel like you've arrived, and then it's when you get into the workforce, you realize that you have not, and there are all these different obstacles that prevent you from making a salary that you would want to make.
I think it's really scary. I mean, we're college shopping in my house right now, and I keep trying to say, I know this looks great, but let's think about what it's going to mean when you're done. But you can't rationalize with a 16-year-old at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Not only that, there are some schools that have endowments that help the kids when they have the loans.
Right,
So
which
you know,
is
you
great.
might want to go to one like that
Like
has
Keystone
that.
College, apparently, because they're going to
that's
pay it
a
off
good
for you.
answer.
Yeah, good marketing. So are you part of the fitness
I
tracker
need to go back to
craze?
school and go there.
A new study in the Journal of the American Medical Association is surprising everyone. Researchers found that wearing a fitness tracker might actually hurt your weight loss goals. 500 overweight people were studied for 2 years. Half went through online activity logs, half went with a fitness tracker. Those who wore the fitness tracker were less active and lost fewer pounds. Experts say they were very surprised, but they say it's likely because the fitness tracker tells us when we don't meet our goals. People can likely get discouraged and then just quit trying. Who wants something on your wrist to deliver bad news every day? NBC News just reported that many fitness trackers are also inconsistent, and you may not actually be getting as many steps or burning as many calories as they say you are. So we're going to check in because I know Bo, Beth, and Linda, you both own fitness trackers, and I do not see them on anybody's wrist.
Mine's at
I
home.
lost it.
Mine is sitting right by the computer at home. But you know, how do they know that? They know what the fitness trackers did, but they don't know what the people that didn't have trackers did.
But if it's inflating
Right.
you may think you're getting 10,000 in and burning
no.
900 calories, and you actually
That,
aren't.
that's what I
No.
like about exercising at the Y. It says you just burn 250 calories.
And then you know what
And
you
it's
burned.
probably 50. Yeah.
Well, you never know.
I actually liked my tracker because it made me want to move. Like I would sit down and I would look at it and I was like, oh my gosh, I only have 800 steps and I have to get to 10,000. I would literally get up and start just walking and doing everything.
Randomly.
But did it help you lose weight? That's the question. Like, I
Oh,
think
look
I
at
need
it.
to lose
I
weight.
know.
Well,
Why
she
did you
does
wear-
need to move.
Yeah.
I wasn't necessarily trying to lose weight. I just felt bad that I would go up a flight of stairs and, you know, as small as I am, I would be out of breath. I
Right.
think that's unhealthy.
I do think it's good that it encourages movement. Obviously, it can't be the perfect weight loss tool. There's no such
No.
thing. I mean, you
Yeah.
still have to watch your
Yeah.
calories and all that. But I think anything that encourages motion is great.
Yeah.
My teenagers
you
use
can't
it to track their sleep.
that's
Because what do
good.
teenagers like to do? Sleep. So they like to know if,
Oh,
which
I got
I think
10
is
hours
ridiculous.
today.
Yes.
Yeah.
but whatever. All right. Well, for most expectant moms, morning sickness hardly a laughing matter, but it does get a little more amusing when a toddler gives an Oscar-worthy imitation of his mom's nausea and sickness. Check this out. Encouraged by his parents, the little boy dashes to the bathroom repeatedly and pretends to throw up
my
because
God.
that's what he sees his poor mom doing all day long. Very sweet and brings back some very gross memories.
Nothing like morning sickness. I mean, it's like no other throw up. It's you when you
'Cause
have
it
to do
doesn't
it.
come.
It just I've thrown up all over I-75. Like pull over when you have personally when I had morning sickness, I had to throw up right then and there, or I mean, it was going to be all over myself in the car.
The beauty
Wow.
of life is
Yeah.
you don't remember that. You only remember that
The good
beautiful
things.
baby.
Oh,
I remember.
Candace remembers. And I remember here being a morning anchor and nothing coming, so I would just sit there and like retch, and my
mind
co-anchor would be
games.
like, "You're not gonna do that here, are you? You're not gonna do that here, are you?" I'm like, "Nothing's gonna happen. I'm just gonna sit here and retch." Yeah, I thought you'd like
That's
that.
birth control, right?
We're good for. All right, we're gonna check out our happy hour forecast, and when we come back, we are going to learn the mysterious art of Zentangle.